now that through fair observation,
Floyd being
what to
introduced
happen with
as the
Democratic Alliance
national
and all these
organizer of the
minority-wide parties,
MKP,
they represent
saying
that
that he's
agenda.
not in
That
the
is why
business
the
of
beneficiaries of the white capitalist and apartheid colonial establishment
I'm
exclusively
using my
funded the
own words to
Democratic
stroke
Alliance and all these African
egos.
parties. A lot of
But
resources,
when he was
hundreds
called
of
to go and
millions,
speak,
were
rather than to
invested
go
not just to fight
straight to
the
the
ruling
mics
party, the
and
ANC,
speak,
to
he
fight
goes
against the economic
and
freedom
stroke
fighters,
the
where you
egos
had political
of
organizations who
Mr.
dedicated their
Zuma
energy,
and
their
the other
resources, human
MK
capital, and
party
everything else that they
members.
dedicated was against the economic freedom fighters. We are not going to form part of any government with the Democratic Alliance. We're not going to sit
I told you,
alongside the
two
Democratic
types of
Alliance and
sellouts:
Freedom Front
ideological
Plus in the
selling
government
out
as the
of the
economic
ANC
freedom fighters. And
and the
we are
new
not
age selling
desperate
out
for positions in government. We're not going to do everything in
for
our power so that we're
blue
appointed
lights
into cabinet
and
or we
anything else
become
in between for
speakers of
self-gain.
parliament and
He
all of
says
these
no.
things. We're not going to sit alongside
But in the
the
same
land thieves. We're
sentence,
not
he
going to sit
says
alongside the people who got to
it's
benefit
not
unlawfully for a
sustainable and
very
not good
long
thing
time
for
from
South Africa to
colonialism and
have
apartheid. We're not going to
miniature,
sit
many
alongside them
parties.
and constitute government of South Africa.
Very
If
strange.
the
If you
ANC wants
believe
to
that,
choose that route, they can go ahead and
I
do
would have
what they did in
understood if Floyd
1994.
said
And we know what are the
that and said,
consequences of what
I
happened in
went to the
1994.
CIC and said,
And we think now that
let
through fair
us be in the forefront of merging together with all of the other parties, the other smaller Nyana parties, so that we can have one big, not divided opposition party. And the CIC said, that's when I left. Still now we don't know why he left. He talks about egos, that he goes in strokes. Whatever his reasons were to leave the EFF doesn't make sense. For me, who understands the EFF and he is part of the founder of the EFF, it's confusing why he left. So you can't blame us when we say it's part and parcel of selling out. People might call it anything else. He is selling out. The very party he's joining, they get rid of people who are fighting for the party, who campaigned for the party, who left their jobs for the party, who were taken to parliament by the party, but now the party is selling them out, throwing them under the bus. This party is riddled with court cases after court cases. Their leader, which one of the reasons I always said I don't like the old man, never like the old man. The old man is a leader of a party, but he says he remains a member of another party that he doesn't vote for. Does that make sense to you? What exactly is he saying? Is he European National Congress or is he MKP? He votes for MKP, president of MKP, but he's gonna die a European National Congress member. Remember, the original African National Congress died long before. It started dying a slow death before 1994, and it died the real death in 1994. Coming to Gangster Gayton Kakprater, half African Mackenzie. I'm gonna repeat the question I want him to answer. When he went and said he wanted to listen and to not to listen to see how these people live, did he bother to ask them what happened to the Africans who lived here in Orania? What happened to the Africans who used to live in Orania? Right. Blowing hot air. Oh, Judge Hlophe. By the way, this MK party is full of. They get rid of people who are genuine, hardworking, and they introduce ex-convict people who are dodgy people who got fired, people who got. It's a lot. Don't want to mention their names. Whew. And Floyd wants to go there. It doesn't make sense. It's even more confusing. But let's go back to gangster prisoner Mackenzie. Why I call him this? Because I think the guy is proud. He really loves to be a gangster. He loves being in prison. He talks about his friends being in prison. He talks about gangsterism. He talks about how he and I don't know what king is. He's no longer a sushi king. Kenny Kunene. Maybe he's a stupid king. The reason why I'm against these two, it's so embarrassing. It's so embarrassing to have a party called Patriotic Alliance. What are you aligning yourself with? You are aligning yourself with self-hate. For you to go all guns blazing, let me say it again, where is it? All guns blazing to Chidima, an innocent girl born in South Africa, the region of a country called Africa. We are all Africans. Dricus, who just won the UFC, I don't even watch it, but I watched it. I recorded it. I watched it. Even Elizabeth was there. Both of them are Europeans. Sia is African. Sia is married to a European. Because I love rugby and rugby is my first sport that I love, I won't shy away to tell you Bobby Skinstad, who was at some point our number 1, number 8, though playing for Western Province, me being a Blue Bull, he is a European, though born in Zimbabwe. Tendai Mtawarira, born in Zimbabwe, is an African, is our brother. But you choose who to love and who to hate. You hate Chidima for what? Just because she's an African. I explained what you call it a crime. It's not a crime. The crime that you need to fight that is still there, that enabled what you call crime of her mother, is the original apartheid that needs to be destroyed, the decolonization and the destroying of the colonial borders. That is the real apartheid. She is an African. As I said before, Chidima is more African than Gayton is. Gayton is half African, half European. He's more patriotic to his father's side. Chidima is more African, more than the guy you love so much called Trevor Noah. I don't have a problem with Trevor Noah. I'm repeating this. But Chidima is more African than Trevor. Trevor's father is European. So he's half African, half European. Anything that has to do with Europeans, you love so much. But everything that has to do with Africans, you don't want. You distance yourself. You are hating. And I want to know, what is the border? You talk about borders. What the fuck is the border? The border is like the Bible in your mind, fucking you up, giving you wrong information for you to believe, and you'll die by it. That's what the border is. In reality, we who are knowledgeable, there's no border. Judge Hlophe stands up and talks and says he appreciates guys like Gayton, whereas everybody else around them, they are selling out. Kanti, the guy is gonna come and reveal, no, Judge, I am also a sellout. He blows hot air, did not listen. He attacks the judge who absolutely was saying good things about him. That's a stupid guy. I also, before, not to repeat myself, told you that this guy That this guy talk about documentation and stuff like that, and I explained to you about the demand brothers not be able to come here. They are right here, right in our country, in a region called Swaziland, but they can't bring them to the region called South Africa because why? Of the original apartheid. Original apartheid is still there, which is the reason why we hate each other. You believe you're gonna work hard and become rich, you are stupid. You will never be rich. You'll only be rich when we control the means of production. Just the other year, COVID-19, they absolutely blow out of the water 500 billion, and I posted on Facebook to say divided money about the population of South Africa. Even unborn children will be millionaires with that money. But they talk about VBS and EFF, and you attack the EFF, allegedly getting 15 million. And it's over a billion, if not billions, that the VBS were worth, and that was fucked up. As we speak, the bank doesn't exist anymore. They fucked it up with corruption. DA stole money, they fucked up. Everyone is fucking up. But when it's Malema, let's go after him. Let's make it bad. Mainstream media, you are controlled by social media. He told you so. Just do your math. Are you educated or are you knowledgeable? In this one, both aspects, you fail dismally. You are not educated, you are not knowledgeable. How can you attack someone alleged to have gained 15 million out of billion or billions? Out of 500 billion which the ANC government fucked up, you attack a guy 15 million. What is that? Peanuts. It's like killing the Marikana miners all over again. But ideologically, we are superior. We are knowledgeable. You can never get us down. You can never defeat us. Solomon Mahlangu told you, we are multiplying. They're gonna be more and more and more of us coming. There's nothing you can do. We are winning. The waking up is happening. Whether you like it or not, go to Burkina Faso. Ibrahim Traore, we must defend him by all means. That guy is making waves. Malema should go and have a chat with him. We should start getting rid of these Europeans, getting out of Africa as in now. Do yourself a favor. Be knowledgeable and stop being educated. Let me finish off. O'Gayton, Drongful, is a Mackenzie. He talks about all he wants is power, but he doesn't understand what power is. What he talks about, it's fake power. The ones that you fall into a trap of them making you into be a sellout. The real power is knowledge. Knowledge is being knowledgeable. That's where the power is. That's why Robert Sobukwe was being put alone and the most feared prisoner, because he had the original power of humanity, the original power of knowledge, the original power of saying, let us revert back to who we are. If we are who we are, they can never defeat us. That is the true power. The true power is knowledge, not what it talks about. That is fake. You can have all the money you want, it doesn't give you power. The power is with Ibrahim Traore. The power is with Julius Malema. And there are many others who passed on. One guy I got to absolutely appreciate here, because he was not an African by origin. He was African by heart. He was an Arab by origin. Mr. Gaddafi. They killed him because he was straightforward, pushing the agenda of Africa becoming one. African Union used to be AOU. He said, no, let us be direct. Let's go. Let's make this Agenda 2063 in motion. Let it go forward. Let it go run fast like Akani Simbine. Let it get its legs. When they want our oil, they must pay in gold plates. Why? Because they have our gold in their countries that they stole from us. If they had to pay us, if they have to pay us with those gold plates, it will deplete the gold that they stole from us. So Julius Malema and Ibrahim Traore are what Solomon Mahlangu talked about. We're gonna multiply. To finish this video, if ever I was in the shoes of them and become, who knows, maybe I'm gonna become the president of our country, Africa. There's Morocco, only 13 kilometers from Morocco through the sea going to Spain. 13 kilometers. They can't build a bridge that goes there. Why? Because they hate us. They want nothing to do with Africans, but they want to loot Africa for its minerals. So there are many, you can do research, there are many bridges who are longer than 13 kilometers who cross across seas. In China, there's even where you go under what you call a underwater to go to the other side. When we have the control of our own minerals, they will be dependent on us. This thing, reverse psychology and the propaganda paralysis that you have to say we need investors. We don't need investors. Everyone else, you can name it, United States of America, South America, Europe, Asia, India, everyone, Australia, they are the ones who need us in investments because the minerals are with us. So we would, because we are not like them, have what we call genuine unity because we have humanity. We are the original species of peace, of freedom. We only want to revert back to who we are. We're gonna build a bridge for road because there are people just like my father who doesn't want to fly. He hates flying. He can drive from South Africa, drive through to Europe without flying. You will drive and drive till you get to Europe, and you drive in Europe. We will also have a bridge for the trains, fast trains, freight trains for trade. You can drive anywhere. You can go to Europe. Those places where you can't drive to Madagascar, Australia, South America and North America. If you don't want to fly, just be content with the fact that you don't want to go there because you are scared to fly. But you can drive from Africa, driving to Europe because we are better than them. We are not violent, we are peaceful. We are not violent, we are peaceful. African people, wake up. African people, especially in South Africa, leave this culture of entertaining yourself with bullshit over this mainstream media and social media. Be knowledgeable. Be, even if you are educated, be both educated and knowledgeable. I don't have a problem with educated people, but I have a problem with educated people if they want to use their education to say they are better than us. Rather be educated and knowledgeable. If you have to choose one, be knowledgeable than rather be educated, because you can be educated and be a fool. But if you are knowledgeable, you can never be a fool. You are intelligent. You are courageous. You are the multiplication that Solomon Mahlangu was talking about. We do not die. We multiply, and we will free them from themselves because they think violence is the right thing. They think crime, drugs and everything that is bad is good. We will teach them No, we gave them freedom. They can't teach us about freedom. We will teach them about what is to be humane, what is to be a human person and love each other. Let it not be that they use these laws that are changed, that they brought with the original apartheid that is still in existence. Let us take it out of existence. Let us exist as the original Africans that we are. Let us be who we were. Let us be who we are supposed to be, because our ancestors chose us to be an African, to be humane, to be peaceful, to be the love, to be the people who love everybody. Let us work towards that. Let us not be controlled by social media. Let us not be controlled by mainstream media. Let us not be paralyzed with the propaganda that they give us, and hence we have propaganda paralysis. This is Usibongiseni Wonga, the freedom fighter, the fighter for freedom in our lifetime. We need economic freedom, not the freedom we gave them. We did not need the freedom we gave them. We need our peaceful minds, peace of mind of knowing that we now are waking up. We need to take them with us for them to understand we are no longer the stupid fools that they educated, miseducated. We need to relearn. We need to learn. We need to unlearn everything that they gave us as propaganda. We need our souls. We need to go back to our original roots, our roots rooted in our ancestors. It is only through knowledge, which is power. It is only through being knowledgeable that we are gonna take the chains away from these inhumane white supremacist. Dichiloba Sibongiseni Wonga uthahla nyawo zahlama ngibenda impondo ziqhalekazi wozalwa ngubamqwathi bafethu. Tension. Wake up. We are waking up. Wake up. Wake up. Salute. Thank you very much.